came here one time and told us the top 5 in businesses, apart from delivery and all those. That's all these things. You don't even need to have an Okada. You only need to know a lot of people who want things delivered. And you have some Okada people say, oh yeah, hear me? Lost number, can you go to bedroom? Doesn't have work, just act somewhere. Then you provide work for him. Your court is there. The person wants to send. What's wrong with them? It's a sign, it's a sin to be idle. It's a sin to be idle. No shame in labor. Because after that, you are preparing the step for your next stage. We know that doesn't look like you. But as a Christian, godliness with contentment is great thing. Start there. The first time I saw Obono soup, white soup, in those plastic like ice cream for shop price for Surulere, I was wondering what manner of rubbish. You know, some of us are very traditional. Your wife looks at the Emma Magda, just be fighting. With this new generation, you'll just be fighting. They will just be fighting. What's the big deal? What's the problem? As long as, and there are a lot of people here who can cook very well. They've never ever approached anybody and say, make I cook this one for you. You think they will not buy? Health problem. Housing problem. And you know the commonest one now, soft skills. People are looking for people who knows how to maintain, how to install. When he came to my place one day, saw something, I said, no, I will send my boy that install my own. I've sent him to more than 5 people. And I keep telling him, when you get there, know how to solve the common problem of this thing, which is clarity. Use HDMI. Tell them this is what we use. They will get what they want, what they are getting from TSP. Who does not want to save money? And the point today is yes, there are some installers who are sleeping and snoring. Organized people. People are having problem with people helping them in the house, drivers, mechanics, and co. You make it. You don't even need to be a mechanic at all. Speak to a few other people. Say, look, I can be getting job for you. And then you go to this and say, look, we have problems with this, but I know some people. I will come and pick the vehicles from your house and maybe the guarantee of your vehicle. And I will get people assessment. When they finish, I will return it. And then your motor go and return it. How will you not refer your friend? Say, get one guy said, I need to just come carry our motor when it's due or when we have problem. And he asks mechanics. And those mechanics are organized to things at their work. Entrepreneur. You don't even need to be a mechanic at all. Drug business in Nigeria today. How many pharmacies are there? They're cashing billions every day. Forget about whether they're doing more contraband or fake. God will deliver us. The second thing people pay for is called convenience. You know, it's this one now. You often have the solution, no? But you take it a notch higher. Convenience. When you talk about convenience, it speaks to addressing. You already have the solution. But it speaks to how you handle what is it that makes your customer, either your vertical customer or horizontal customer, what is it that makes them unhappy? Convenience talks about packaging. And you know what? The more you can get people to be emotional about the more you can get people to know that you have made things easy for them, the more money you win. They will pay more for the same service. They will pay more for the same product. Send medication to a woman. Office is in behind the CMS. That's your area. CMS there, behind all that park there. I do this kind of thing. Like after we consulted on phone and everything, I said, okay, run this thing. Somebody will take this and will say, go. And then I package it up very well. Put it in an envelope, like a nylon, and then proper envelope. And I got the dispatch person to take it there. He was thanking me. In fact, he was telling the person that referred her to me that, look, the fatherity that you attended in Ajekule, he needs to go to Ago to access service there. Those kind of people will not query your bill because you have to put everything there. I'm not being humanitarian. I'm not being a good Christian. I have to charge for the courier. I have to charge for the packaging for those out of station service. And again, convenience, embracing technology and deploying technology. Do you know how convenient things are? Many people now, they are in their business. Their stock is not consistent. They are depending on their boys to count, head count. Whereas you can solve all those problems deploying an app or a system that shows the stock, the sales, the balance. It doesn't remove your function of creating the consciousness that you are watching. It does not. It does not. But it makes things convenient for everybody. Convenience helps us to solve the problem of service. What is the greatest problem of service? If you can solve the problem related to time wasting. If people can call you and say, Pastor White, please, can I have 2 portions of rodo, 1 portion of this and this? Say, okay, don't worry. It's coming to your house now. Do you want me to even blend it? It's not going to pay the same amount as if you have. And then they'll get you. Whatever you can do that makes people achieve more with less exertion. Confidence. Look at it. The greatest example in the Bible was Moses' father-in-law. Moses was doing divine assignment, following divine instruction in a traditional way. I mean, God said, nobody could do and better. He created, according to the father-in-law, he created the problem of time waste. He doesn't even have time for his family. Because when the man arrived, he just tell Moses, say he don't come. He said, tell them say they come. And he don't come until the man don't sleep. Before the man wake up the next day, he don't come out again. Now say, make I go see him where in the work. Because me, I go back tomorrow. He's still looking like somebody's story. And then the person came to the office, and I saw Moses and the queue. So, what does all those people want? So, I'm the one God appoints as the leader. I'm the God over the people. I hear everybody's case. The person way go lost. The person way no pay tax. The person way them fight. He say, I see all of them, and I provide solution as God them. I say, what you are doing is not good. So, but anyway, weigh it against. Weigh my advice against what you are doing. And if your God permits, take it. So like God didn't say anything. He identified the fact that, he said, what you are doing will weary you and the people. So very soon they will rebel. He identified that he was wasting his own time and the people's time. And he identified that, look, a crisis is brewing. Losses is brewing. The longer you take with a lot of people is not synonymous with what is coming into use. On a queue, some people will say, I will come tomorrow. You will lose some sales for that day. And when they come again and they have to be on queue again, they will look for somebody, even if the standard is a bit lower, and it can save them time and convenience. You will lose that. So he solved the problem. And the universal solution that he provided is called that app that father-in-law formed. It's called delegation. Delegation app. Train them, identify the need, train them, engage them, share power with them, and allow them to work. Praise the Lord. You will save time. Communication will be better. And of course, the bottom line of it is that there is, when you create convenience for service, both the person enjoying your service and the people doing it have some level of convenience. Trust me, productivity will increase. Why? Because there is timely intervention. And what does the last thing people pay for? Experience. And when we talk of experience, I'm not talking about how versatile or how good you are. No, that's in the preparation. That is in the solution. That is, I contacted you, or the person who employ you assess you, and they are happy with their experience of how you do what you do. Or I am your customer. I am happy with how I feel. Let me tell you, how people feel is very, 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 very important in the equation of business. Very, very important. You are very rich and arrogant. From that day, you are already losing customers. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to negotiate. You are already losing customers. Customer experience. Nobody's talking about customer service anymore. They are talking about customer experience. And you know how it attracts well? That is your shortest route to retention and referral. Your skill, everything that you do, give you attention. But for retention and referral, the people that have the good experience with you are your foot soldiers. No matter where you work. I needed something for my children from the Nigeria police. As I went to one of my sons that is a DPO, he just said, just before he said, this is the person that I usually use. And immediately I called the person, sent the person to me. The problem was solved. What is the experience of the people you serve as an employee or as an owner of business? You must gauge it. How do you know whether people have good experience or not? One, be very sensitive and take seriously customers' response, feedback. You must, and of course, when I say customer, first, if you are as an employer of labor, I am very sensitive to what my workers are saying. Because I want to know what is causing, what is an hindrance to them being free, happy, doing what they are doing. There was a time I called them and I said, what is it that when you see customer make you feel bad the way they talk to you? They say, some of them say, this net is broken, this door is not good, the toilet is not this thing. I said, okay. We change everything. Even tile some places, that's in the former place. Tile 2 rooms and cause them to be private. And where people are fighting us to pay 500 naira per night, they were begging, if that room is available, to pay 5,000 naira per night. Because they feel dignified being in that environment. Look, I've experienced this in business. I have some Fulani patients. They can pay. They have money. But they say, Dr. Fanity, before I build my new place, your room no get AC. We don't feel sleep here. But when they go this hospital for Papa, say their service, their yanga too much. Their service no dey work for us. So give us your own service. We will go take admission for there. My head open. Admitted somebody in government in my hospital at Agon yesterday night. I was calling the doctor, calling the person, and they're calling the distance. And then they said the room I asked them to put in one of the